Major disappointment tonight in Chicago's LGBTQ plus community following the abrupt closure of this iconic nightclub. Berlin Nightclub in Lakeview announced it has closed its doors for good after more than 4 decades. The club's owners blame rising operating costs. The hospitality union Unite Here Local 1, which had been working to unionize workers at the club, says employees are heartbroken, calling it, quote, the wrong decision.
Now, what you just heard was an announcement about one of Chicago's most known and well known clubs, especially when it comes to the LGBTQ community, closed its doors. And as a matter of fact, this occurred November of 2023. Now, we're not going to get into the political aspects of it, but we are going to shed some light because I want my young and upcoming DJs to know and to have a and shed some realization on what's going on with the club and bar scene and how it's going to affect them on their DJ journey. So, welcome to Monday Night Rant. I'm your host, Househead Speaks, and we're gonna get into it. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone having a good day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So we're going to discuss about the decline of nightclubs and bars and what this means for new and upcoming DJs. The reason why I'm saying new and upcoming DJs because these are the DJs who's still probably at home or in their little basements in their studios, home studios, honing their skills in hopes to land that first gig. But what I want to share with my fellow DJs is once you able to do that, it's going to be difficult landing that first gig. And I'm gonna give you a couple articles that will shed some light on the reason why. Now, mind you, the closing of clubs and bars didn't happen didn't happen during the pandemic. Well, it didn't happen during the pandemic, and it's happening after the pandemic. The pandemic really intensifies mostly everything that was going on to begin with. I mean, this has been occurring in the early 2000s. And I'm going to give you an example. There is a newsletter that came out from White Hutchinson that's dated May 5th, 2016. And the title of the article was The Decline of Clubs and Bars and the Rise of Home Entertainment, as in home entertainment. Now, that's why I got pretty much partially the gist of what this subject matter is. But I'm only going to read a couple of key notes to this article. It reads, nightclub and bar attendance is at a steady decline over the past several years and counting. Nightclubs are going out of business left and right with more than being with more being threatened to close their doors in each and every day. There also has been a massive decline in the number of bars. So this not only affecting nightclubs, bars, your neighborhood local bars are being affected as well. And of course, when you listen to what occurred in Berlin earlier, that was one of the aspects of it. You know, the higher costs. Things are going up, rents going up, property taxes going up, everything's going up, and this is really hurting the nightlife establishment. Okay, one of six, excuse me, 1 in 6 neighborhood bars closed between 2004 and 2014, with closures at a peak of 6 per day in 2014. Although there are 334 new bars opening each month, that's far further than the 609 that are closing at the same time. There are now 70% fewer bars, a decline of 10,000. Likewise, the British are losing their pubs. In 2002, there were a estimated 60,000 pubs. Since then, more than 10%, 7,000 have closed. Experts say 29 go bust each week. So not only the U.S. is going through this, Western countries like the U.K. is going through this as well. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not going to change anytime soon because, as I said before, the economy is not doing too well. Everything is going up. Higher taxes, higher property taxes. I'm sure the liquor license has went up. I'm sure rent to rent these venues has gone up. Everything pretty much has gone up, which means that it's going to be a very difficult time for anyone who wants to open up a nightclub to try to sustain it for a long period of time. As I see here in Chicago, there's not too many clubs left that you can say that has sustainability. Berlin was one of them, and as of last year, they closed their doors. So things are not looking good in the home front when it comes to nightclubs. Now I'm gonna read another article. Nightclub industry struggles over 100 independent nightclub lost in the last 12 months. Now, I'm only going to read a piece of this as well, so I'm not going to read all of it. Okay, here we go. It reads, in the face of an ongoing and relentless wave of cost inflation, the nightclub industry has been dealt with a severe blow, with the latest data indicated a staggering 31% loss of nightclubs between June 2020 and June 2023. Furthermore, the industry has witnessed a disheartening 12% decline in the last 12 months alone. The repercussions of this trend has been most pronounced within the independent nightclub sector, which has experienced the hardest impact with a dismaying 35% decline since June 2023. In the past year, over 100 independent nightclubs has been forced to close their doors permanently. Now think about that. Over 100 nightclubs closed down, which means where people are going to go for their entertainment. And like I said, a lot of factors come to play, but the worry is our young and upcoming DJs are left with nowhere to actually go out and play and land their first gig. Because the clubs that are still open, I'm going to tell you this, those promoters, they're only going to go for the top tier DJs, and that's either local or international, local, nationally, or internationally. Or you're gonna have some promoters that only going to get their friends and people who they know, in their DJ circle that's gonna be playing. So what does that leave what does leave a DJ who wants to play out, and now they're in a position that they can't? Well, a lot of things you can do. One of the things that you can do is you can be a streamer on Twitch. You can do that. That will definitely give you some recognition, and also will continue honing your skills and be more creative and more experimentative with with the music that you play. So you can go that route. The other thing is you can gather or get a group of collective DJs within a local that's outside the usual circle, and y'all can start an event on your own. Throw a few parties here and there, different small venues or small little areas, or if you happen to be somewhere that has in a city that has a beachfront or somewhere outdoors, you can do that. I done seen a good number of DJs who has done that and done it successfully. Or you can just play out your local place, your state, your local city. You can play in another city, or you can play in another country. You can get established like that. There are different ways of doing it. You can also keep posting your mixes on platforms like SoundCloud and Mixcloud. You can do it like that. You can you can you can even take those mixes and sell them, and make a small chunk of change with that. There's a lot of different ways of going around this, because unfortunately this is not going to change, and it's not going to get any better. But I thought I would come out here and let my young and upcoming DJs know that you're going to have to be more creative than ever before if you want to get your name and your brand out there. Because doing it the old because I'm gonna be honest, the days of trying to get a gig at a nightclub or a venue, that's gonna be a thing of the past pretty soon. And it may be sooner than you think. So I hope everyone like the video, share, subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so you can be notified on these videos that I put up. Please make sure to check out all my socials. You can search it with by using House Head Speaks. You can, if you have a subject matter that would be good for a Monday night rant, please check out my. Please go to my email. You can make your requirements in my email. That'll be househeadspeaks@gmail.com. Make sure you put on the subject topic Monday night rant, so I know that that's what this is. What that email is, it entails. So enjoy your week and hope to see you in the next one. Peace and love.